Wow. They said this was easy to put together, but that was very easy to put together. This is the Journey Instruments overhead travel size guitar, which when packed away into its gig bag, fits into the overhead locker of any commercial airline plane. I'll be talking more about this guitar towards the end of this video, but let's get straight on with a song demo for this tutorial now. All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die. So kiss me and smile for me, tell me that you wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go, 'cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Oh no, and I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. Ah, what a beautiful song. Leaving on a jet plane, obviously a little bit of a segue between the travel guitar. We're focusing on the John Denver version, which to even strum along to the record, you don't need a capo, and we're just using the 3 chords, G, C and D major. We're just doing a strumming version, so there's a lot of picking on the John Denver original, and we're not going for that in this tutorial. Let me know if you want it in a future one in the comments below. But the eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed that I was changing which G chord I used in the quick demo that I just did. So we have the more traditional G major, like this. Many of you will be familiar with an all fingers G, which is played like this, with fingers 1, 2 and 3, and then the 4th one on the thinnest string here. And the one that I was using at the start of that little demo I just did was this G, which is exactly the same fretted notes as the first G, but this uses fingers 2, 3 and 4. And the idea of that is that we can change easier to a C chord for some people. If that G is totally new to you, it won't be easier. And there's another couple of options that I'll give you, because as I say, we've got 3 chords in the same sequence for this entire song, verse, chorus, everything. It's a longer sequence than you may have gone for before if you're new to guitar or you're new to playing whole songs, but same sequence, same order, so there's a lot less to go wrong in this one. So this is the new G, or what I call a fingerstyle G, because we can kind of add melodies when we're doing some finger picking a little later on. But we can change to a C chord just like this. So the 2nd and 3rd finger move down a string and we go to the C chord, and there it is. That change requires less movement of your fingers and hand than if we go for the traditional G and then move like this. You can see how that's a big change, and this G to this G, not as much of a change. We'll go for the traditional C for this tutorial, and then the change to the D chord is as you would have practiced normally when you're learning any songs. But what I want to also make you aware is we can also, for this song and for similar songs that start on a G and also include the chords C and D, you can choose to follow this chord sheet that I linked to in the description of this video. You can choose to use the all fingers G, which isn't called any different, so we tend to call it, a G using all our fingers. And then we move to a C add 9, which is this one, and that will sound absolutely fine, absolutely great for this tutorial, to be honest, and then change to the D chord as normal. Those are your options. Choose which one you prefer, and then I highly recommend, once you've done a few similar songs to this, at the same level of my beginner's course or whatever, try out the other methods to bring on your general playing. And if you can do this G chord, for example, you're going to be a lot better equipped to deal with bar chords and lead guitar things later on, because you've got some good dexterity of your other fingers. So whichever version of those chords you're going for, choose one of them, stick with it for the rest of today, for the rest of this tutorial. And the sequence is, I'm going to stick with this G. So this is G for a bar, C. And that happens 3 times. G, C, G, C, and then 2 bars of the D. I recommend going for the strumming pattern down, down, up, down, which is the most common strumming pattern ever. I think it's pretty universally acknowledged as that. And it's especially great for just doing a quick strumming and sing-along version of many songs, but this one. So that would be G, C, G, C, G, C, and then 2 rounds of that strumming pattern for the D chord. And as a quick playthrough, just to give you the idea, 1 G and then 1 C, and all that happens 3 times. Leaving on a jet plane, don't know when I'll be back again. G, C, and then stay on the D. But that even happens from the first lyrics of this song. And if you were just doing a quick sing-along version, you could begin it with G and C, and then you would start, all my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. Okay, and going from there and following the chord sheet that I linked to in the description. Now, when you're playing and singing at the same time, that's a different thing to what we're going for here. I've got specific separate videos that cover how to do that. This is actually a little bit trickier than most kind of simple songs to play and sing at the same time because of the coordination of it. So we'll have a sing through together from the start now, and I'll try and show you how it fits together. But if you just want to strum along to the recording or tick this song off the list, play along to it and just follow that same sequence all the way through and it will work. That's all you need really. But let's help those of you out that want to sing and play this. Starting on the G chord, whichever version of a G chord you're going for, stick with that one, totally fine. So we start off, all my bags, that's where we'll start our beat 1. All my bags are packed, down, down, up, down, G, down, up, down, C, down, up, down, G, C, and a D. Let's do all of that one more time, nice and slow. 3, 4, G, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. Already I'm so lonesome, I could die. I'll demo with the other G chord now. Keep going, play along with me. And smile for me, tell me that you wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. Chorus now, sing along from the G chord. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane, don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. Okay? And from there, it's exactly the same as that. From there's so many times I've let you down, etc., etc. Exactly the same. That is the way I would be playing this song for a simple strum and sing along, in front of family members or just to learn for your own enjoyment. That's what I'd be doing. Remember, if you're playing along to the original recording, you can slow down that recording using the cog feature on YouTube where you can slow it down to 0.75. So handy. I highly recommend you check out playing along to that version, strumming along to me in this video and perhaps slowing it down as and when you need to. But that's how to play. There's nothing else in this song that we're going for in this tutorial. That is how to play Leaving on a Jet Plane. I hope that's been fun for you. So let's have a look and a little bit of closer look at the guitar I'm using here. So my initial impression upon opening this guitar is I can't believe how close to normal and standard tuning it was without any strings on. It's absolutely unbelievable that they've obviously put it in tune, fastened the neck on, and then you release the neck with this button here, but we have to, let's take it off and let's do the same thing again. So we unscrew here, This is exactly what it's designed to do. So there is a bolt and a screw holding the neck in place. And then there's a clip holding the neck here. So if I press this now, the neck clips off. Oh, am I fully out there? There we go, fully out. So we have a clip that holds the guitar neck on and a nut and a bolt essentially that are on the neck. And this is exactly how it comes. And then that could fit into your overhead bag absolutely fine. And then there's even room and pockets and things to put, you know, and anything else that a few belongings, maybe an iPad and microphone and stuff, I guess. But yeah, let's try and put it back on now. So you've got to be obviously careful to line your strings up. He says, being careful to line his strings up and having a look. So these are actually held onto here, which is a really genius thing. That is a really good move at the neck. You could still change your strings absolutely fine. Yeah, I think you can see that there. So let's clip this back into place. We look good. So we've got to push it like this, and then it's clipped on into place. Then screw this in. As far as we can. So if we don't, oh, there we go. Just felt a little sort of just enough tension there to stop. And the action, so the height off the strings and everything is pretty good. So you can see there, it's almost stayed in tune. It's brand new, so the strings would slip on any guitar when they're brand new, really. Let's just have a quick tune up again. And I think it sounds absolutely glorious, absolutely great. I'll leave some links to, their websites so you can learn more about the spec and things like that. But I think for a smaller bodied guitar, which is what I recommend for beginners and just as an option for people, it's really comfortable to play. One of the great things about it is it's quite narrow here and quite wide at the bottom, which sort of forces you to sit it into the body, but it gives a really full tone, a lot of low end compared to some smaller guitars, some 3/4 size travel guitars and things. And quite narrow here, which I think again is more comfortable for most people. A very great sounding guitar, highly recommend, and this actually solves a lot of issues for me when I do need to occasionally, choose to take my guitar on holiday with me, or if I do happen to get any gigs in other countries or even just other parts of the country from going on the train or anything. This is now a real solution for me, and it plugs in. So you heard the guitar earlier when it was with a microphone but also plugged in. So plenty of options. This is a real gig-ready guitar, and I did once have a gig in Barcelona not too long ago. And yeah, it was a real tough one to try and figure out how we were going to get a guitar there, whether we were going to pay to have it in the hold or anything like that. So this really solves that problem, It's a really great option. So thank you very much to Journey Instruments for sending this guitar over to me. I'll be featuring it in many more tutorials in the future. And any questions you have, just let me know in the comments below, but you'll find more info on this guitar in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching. You can check out some more videos here right now.